BlackRock's Bitcoin Spot ETF becomes the world's largest Bitcoin ETF, surpassing Grayscale's GBTC. And Mastercard launches a crypto platform that lets you send and receive crypto by just using usernames. And PayPal has expanded its stablecoin onto the Solana blockchain. And Gemini Earn users are receiving $2.18 billion of their digital assets in kind. This is big news. We're going to break it all down. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, I've got a ton of bullish news to share with you all. Please watch and listen to the end. It's all good stuff. First, we're going to start with BlackRock. Their Bitcoin ETF has become the largest Bitcoin ETF in the world, surpassing Grayscale GBTC. Folks, this is significant. Wall Street is coming in and taking their positions, and they want to take it over. As I've been stating for a long time, guys, for the first time in history, we front ran Wall Street. We were able to access the tokens. We didn't have to go through the gatekeepers, and crypto startups were able to get going before these Wall Street giants. Now the Wall Street giants are trying to catch up. And we've seen incredible performance from BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF in addition to the other issuers. So it's pretty incredible what's happening here. And also BlackRock today filed an updated version of their Spot Ethereum ETF S1 application. So we know the 19B-4s were approved last week by the SEC, but that's just one half of the process. The other process is the S1 and the ability to then have those ETFs live and trading. So the S1s, hopefully we can get those wrapped up sooner than later. The ETF analysts and the experts have been saying this could take 2 to 3 weeks or months. My hope is that they get this done in June. That would be very bullish for the market. And folks, we continue to see cryptos getting massive adoption, entering a new stratosphere. Here, Mastercard, the credit card giant, today released a video showing their new crypto product called Mastercard Crypto Credential. They said it has gone live with its first peer-to-peer transactions. This solution not only replaces complex wallet addresses with user-friendly aliases, but also makes sending blockchain transactions secure, transparent, and accessible. My friends, I'm going to link to the video they provided so that you can go take a look at this. This is a credit card company building a crypto solution to allow the average Joe to be able to send crypto and receive crypto by just using usernames. I want you to think about that. Put your thinking caps on here. This is going to help ushering the next billion people into crypto. And I've had many conversations with different guests on the podcast. I brought it up in my own news recaps that we need to reduce the friction and make it very user-friendly for folks to be able to adopt this technology. Because while you and I may be tech savvy and we are the early adopters, the average Joe and Jane, the mom and pop, my mom and dad, right? It needs to be so easy that they can use it and not be scared by the long alphanumeric wallet addresses, the seed phrases, and all these things. It has to be very simple as they are used to with the current banking system and much more. Folks, this is incredibly bullish news. I hope you are seeing what's taking place right before your eyes. And here's the headline from their press release. Mastercard Crypto Credential goes live with first peer-to-peer pilot transactions, adds new partners to the ecosystem. Here are the top takeaways from this launch. They said here, for the first time, crypto exchange users will be able to send and receive crypto using their Mastercard credential aliases instead of typing long and complex blockchain addresses. The live transaction capabilities are enabled on the Bit2Me, Lyrium, and Mercado Bitcoin exchanges, allowing them to enable blockchain transactions simply and securely between Latin America and European corridors. Users in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, France, Guatemala, Mexico, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, and Uruguay will be able to send cross-border and domestic transfers across multiple currencies and blockchains. Building on this momentum, Foxbit is the latest crypto wallet provider to join the Mastercard Crypto Credential pilot ecosystem, extending the reach to more customers. Lulubit users will also receive access through its integration with Lyrium. Folks, I am so bullish. this bull market cycle and for future bull market cycles. When you have banks, stock exchanges, credit card companies are the ones building crypto technology, are the ones making it easy for people to adopt this technology, building on and off ramps. As stated before, we've entered a new stratosphere. This is incredibly bullish news. And I've often stated to you guys to think about the competition in the markets. Game theory will play out here. We see Visa has been doing a lot with crypto as well. So no one wants to get left behind. The other players will start to innovate and build new products around crypto. And as we get regulations, notice the United States wasn't mentioned here as far as what's supported. That's because Mastercard does not want to get sued by clown Gary Gensler in the SEC. So they're probably going to do it outside the United States. And then once we get clear regulations in the US, things are going to move ahead. But this is massive news. Now, speaking of massive, PayPal, which has a stablecoin called PYUSD, which currently runs on Ethereum, they have expanded to Solana. So they said here, PayPal USD has launched on Solana. Solana, second blockchain to support PYUSD after Ethereum, boasts rapid transactions and low costs, ideal for commerce. Seamlessly connect PayPal accounts for fiat to crypto ease. And the folks at Solana tweeted out about this news saying, PayPal USD stablecoin issued by Paxos will leverage Solana and token extensions to serve over 30 million plus merchants, empowering users with fast and secure stablecoin transactions. And Solana also got another big integration today. They tweeted out LayerZero is live on Solana. So LayerZero is an omni-chain interoperability program. And the folks at Solana stated here, the integration connects the Solana city to 7 blockchains with omni-chain messaging supporting for 60 plus coming soon. That's a lot of chains. So I've had my issues with Solana in the past with all the downtimes, but I have to give them credit. They're getting a lot of adoption and their dev team and teams and different protocols continue to work on this blockchain and build it up and fix issues and add integrations. So I can't ignore that. So I have to weigh on a scale of balance here, the pros and cons. And right now I'm seeing a lot more pros. And I know the Solana Fire Dancer upgrade is coming later this year, which I think will maybe help solve a lot of the downtime issues. So I do have Solana in my portfolio. I'm riding the liquidity wave that's been going into Solana from the VCs, and I'm looking to make some money off of this. I'll be selling at the top, and then I'll, see how the Fire Dancer upgrade performs. And if it's really good, I'll be buying Solana back in the upcoming bear market post 2026. So that's my strategy, just being transparent with you guys, not financial or investment advice. Now, folks, some more big and bullish news. Remember the Gemini Earn situation with the digital currency group and Genesis Trading? It wasn't Gemini's fault this happened. It was the debacle, the whole nonsense by the Genesis Trading and the digital currency group. Well, folks, this situation is finally coming to a resolution. This is great news. Today, they tweeted out, Earn users received $2.18 billion of their digital assets in kind. These initial distributions represent 97% of digital assets owned to Earn users, 1 billion more than when Genesis halted withdrawals, a 232% recovery from when Genesis halted withdrawals. Folks, we are seeing resolution to the many of the legacy problems from the 2022 collapse, which was FTX, right? The whole bankruptcy process there, people getting their money back. Now this item, so this is really great. Now, don't get me wrong, Genesis, they didn't do anything like FTX. Once again, this was a digital currency group, Genesis trading problem. And they highlighted the following note. They said, finally, it's important to note that the Genesis bankruptcy was not a crypto problem. It was old-fashioned financial fraud compounded by lack of regulatory clarity. To that end, we will continue to fight for clear rules and guidelines for our industry that foster both innovation and consumer protection. And we will win this fight. The future is bright. So, folks, I'm so happy, and I'm sure many of you are as well, if you are a Gemini Earn user, that you're getting your money back. And we don't want people to lose money. We don't want people to get scammed. And this is where, as stated, there needs to be guardrails and regulations in place so that crypto companies can be monitored appropriately, because bad actors exist in every market and we got to try our best to stop them. Now, you're not going to be able to stop every bad actor, right? Just look at what happened with Bernie Madoff. In a regulated market, Bernie Madoff was scamming people there. but at least we can try to minimize or mitigate the amount of bad actors. We can weed them out sooner than later and stop any type of major collapses. Now, folks, a quick word from our sponsor, and that is Uphold. Uphold is one of the top crypto exchanges out there where you can buy Bitcoin and all the top altcoins. Uphold has 260 plus cryptocurrencies. They also have precious metals. You can trade gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. Folks, I've been using Uphold since 2018. I'm a fan of this platform. I've interviewed the CEO and many representatives, and Uphold has full reserves. They have transparency reports and audits that you can go review. They don't commingle. They don't lend out your funds. So I can vouch for this platform. So if you'd like to learn more about Uphold, check out the link in the description. Now, folks, we continue to see crypto is a massive political force. So we've been talking about it, Donald Trump, the SEC, Congress, Democrats joining Republicans, and much more. And one of the things I was highlighting is that there's a lot of money being raised now by the crypto industry to donate to pro-crypto candidates. And here it was revealed today that crypto company Ripple has donated another $25 million to Crypto Political Action Committee Fair Shake, bringing the PAC's total to just north of $100 million ahead of this November's election. And I've been stating for a while, the results we saw on Super Tuesday were not good for Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler, and the pro-crypto candidates were winning, and those who aligned themselves with Elizabeth Warren started losing. So this is a sign of what's to come. And those who are anti-innovation, anti-crypto blockchain are going to get their asses handed to them, because there are over 50 million Americans who own crypto. And if you are trying to inhibit their ability to earn wealth and get financial freedom and doing draconian measures against this industry and asset and technology, which is what it is, it shouldn't be political, then you will be defeated, because disruptive technology always wins. We've seen that throughout the history of civilization. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse weighed in on this news. He says it's critical that the US catch up with other leading economies and develop sensible and clear rules for crypto. Ripple's latest $25 million contribution to Fair Shake is an investment in the inevitable march of progress and adoption of crypto and blockchain technologies, the future of finance, and a message to backward-looking politicians that their failed policies will not be tolerated. We know who he's talking about there. Now, speaking of failed politicians and scumbags, we got Gary Gensler in the SEC. People have often spoke about, could Gary get fired, or what could happen here? Well, Eleanor Terrett of Fox Business, a journalist there, did a great job in getting information about this. She said, I asked an ex-SEC staffer, what would it take for the head of an independent agency to be removed? The answer was short of impeachment. It would be almost impossible, since independent agency appointees serve for a fixed term, not at the will of the president. But this person pointed out the SEC is set up slightly differently than other agencies in that all of the 5 commissioners are confirmed as commissioners and the president deems one of them chair. So the president could at any time theoretically name another commissioner as chair. I wonder if Biden would consider doing this with Gary Gensler after the debt box debacle. So debt box, as we covered yesterday, that case was dismissed by the judge. The SEC got sanctioned, and they have to pay $1.8 million in fees to debt box to cover their attorney fees and much more. So could Biden say, hey, I want Hester Peirce as the SEC chair? He certainly could. Will he do that? No, I think because Hester Peirce is a Republican, he might appoint the other Democrat commissioners, but I don't think they're going to do it. And look, I don't know if Biden's going to be in office come November, right? So it's kind of short term. Maybe, maybe hell will freeze over, pigs will fly, and Biden will kick out Gensler and become pro-crypto. It's possible. But right now, the Biden administration and many Democrats are losing ground because Republicans have been pro-crypto for a long time. But we don't get me wrong, we do see Democrats joining Republicans to push this issue through because it shouldn't be political. The problem is on the Democrat side, you got corrupt Elizabeth Warren, who's been tainting the waters and spreading FUD, right? And she's been running with her narratives and agenda. But obviously, that whole agenda and narrative is collapsing now. So we got to keep putting the pressure so that they run for the hills, both Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler. And actually, U.S. Congressman Tom Emmer was at Consensus, which is happening this week. He said, Gary Gensler has been the worst thing to ever happen to the SEC. He literally violates the mission of the SEC every day. It's important to come out and make these statements, right? Because it puts pressure on the Biden administration. And folks, I got to give a big shout out to Patrick McHenry because he has lived up to his word to get crypto regulations through. And there's a new hearing coming up where Chairman Patrick McHenry announces a digital assets, financial technology, and inclusion subcommittee hearing entitled Next Generation Infrastructure: How Tokenization of Real World Assets Will Facilitate Efficient Markets. Wow. What a topic for a congressional hearing. Folks, crypto can't be ignored anymore. As I've been stating, it's becoming ubiquitous. It is appearing everywhere. Politics, TradFi, Wall Street, pop culture, society, everywhere. It's amazing what's happening. I'm so bullish. Now, some more good news. Coinbase, Kraken, Circle, and other cryptocurrency heavy hitters are among the founding members of the Crypto ISAC, Crypto Assets and Blockchain ISAC, a group formed to guard against cyber threats and exploits. This is great. The industry needs to come together, fight against the spammers and bad actors who are trying to take advantage of people and do all kinds of nonsense, right? So this is really great. The Information Security and Analysis Center is the second such organization to be created for digital assets firms in the many months. So ISACs are common in mainstream industries such as financial services, defense, and aviation. They share intelligence about cybersecurity vulnerabilities and incidents between businesses and governments and are often compared to neighborhood watch programs. So folks, I love it. This is really great. They can guard against hackers, spammers, and much more. Amazing, amazing news. Now, folks, I will be giving away 2 free Flare Network t-shirts. So I shared this on Twitter today, which is the Flare Ship Everything t-shirts. The folks at Flare gifted me some, so I want to share some of those with you guys. I'm a Flare token holder. I delegate. I'm bullish on this project. I'm trying to get Hugo Philly on back on the podcast. So I'll put a link in the description on how to participate. Essentially, you need to be following me on Twitter. You need to be subscribed to my email newsletter. Winners will be selected later this week and announced on Monday, June 3rd. Also, folks, I'm starting a new segment called Crypto Mailbag where I answer your questions via a podcast. So you can submit the questions via a Google form, which will be in the description of the video and podcast, or you can leave questions in the comment section on YouTube, and I'll try my best to aggregate that and answer them on a weekly basis in a video. This way, I'm doing my best to support you guys. Thank you all for your support, of course, and I'm giving you as much information as I can. I'll do my best. I don't know everything, but I'll research and I'll try to give you guys, the facts and sprinkle in some of my opinion and thoughts about how things may look. So it could be about coins, it could be about projects, it could be about the market regulations, or you want to know about who am I interviewing or what am I hearing in DC and much more. I'm happy to answer all those questions. And finally, guys, don't forget to check out my book, Rethinking Crypto. Grab a copy on Amazon. It supports the podcast. Grab a couple copies for your friends and family who want to learn about crypto. If you have bought a copy already, please, 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 I'm asking a huge favor. Please leave a rating and review for me. I'm trying to get my rankings up on Amazon. So please, guys, grab a copy, leave a review. I really appreciate it. That's all I'm asking. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys later.